Hello, Divine Masculine, and welcome to a timeless reading of yours. Bear in mind a few things before we get into the reading, that this is a non-gender specific reading, all right? Femininity has both feminine and masculinity as well as feminine masculinity. I say this because if you are forgetting that part, I would like to maybe have you consider checking out the Divine Collective reading that I just did for feminine. And have you cater to the feminine aspects that are non-gender specific, however very feminine within you. It is more or less most likely the shadow aspect to this reading, whatever this reading will be, because that was wild over there. All right. Femininity right now in the now is on fire. It's on fucking fire. All right. It's just on fire. However, it's not a violent type of fire. It is, however, a fire. And it is very clear that if you fight the embers of that, you will get more burned than just allowing the feminine energy to just roar. Yeah, apparently that needs to be said. So here we are saying it. All right, so again, I welcome you to a collective reading that I, Seventh, am holding at this time. All right, bear in mind that I am, yes, holding, again, a collective reading. This is not a personal one-to-one, so take what you like, leave behind what you don't. All right, this is the second channel, or one of two sister channels that I run. Ooh, I said second, not okay. They don't have a placement. Sorry. But this is one of two sister channels that I run. This is the channel for Bastet. To gain access to her sister channel of Sekhmet, feel free to check out the description box below. You'll also find access as to who I am and how to book services of mine and checking out my website. What else? That's pretty much it. All right, whatever brings you here is in true form to taking out whatever resonates and learning how to let go of what you don't resonate with. All right, Divine Masculine, let's get into your reading. I am Seventh, aka Master Seventh, that reads these energies for you. I'm a Master Remote Wellness Alignment Healer and Tarot Intuitive Insight. I just said all of that wrong, but here we are. Okay, so very interesting. Okay, hold on, let me catch up. All right, Divine Feminine reading that I would like for you to consider taking in. I said is a shadow aspect to this reading. That reading's title is called Rats, You've Been Snitched On. That's the Divine Feminine Collective reading. All right? And I titled it because the word star backwards is rats. And so here we are. And you catch up. Give me a sec. Okay. So, I said that is the shadow aspect to this reading. And here it is your light. Oh, Jesus. Okay. This is beautiful. All right. What's interesting is that I'm not so much concerned about having to have, like, I'm wondering why it didn't occur to have said Divine Feminine, make sure to also check out Divine Masculine reading. But it also wouldn't really apply because the Divine Masculine reading is sort of after the fact. I'm doing it after the fact. But it's interesting that it really just didn't come up because I'm not concerned for feminine energy to bleed over to Divine Masculine energies reading and brown nose over here and figure out what the fuck is up. Like, I'm not worried about that. But I am worried about Divine Masculine energy snooping into feminine energy. And that is a lot of a problem, and that's why feminine energy is your shadow, because well, let's really fucking face it, in whom I read for, which is tailored a certain way, and one of them is tailored Bastet's channel, and the other one's tailored Sekhmet's channel. And then there are other derivatives of how I market all that. And then all of it is to say that all of it is she energy, and she is the silent S before the he, so she is fucking loud, and she gets less and less, however, yet now more and more attention. And so, just like we need to remind feminine energy, non-gender specific, that let's start with breathing. Ha! Hilarious. Apparently there's a breathing problem. Wow. Hilarious. Okay. But let's start with breathing, okay? Because breathing is what the goal was for them to remember. To start there and end there with permissible, action-orientated showing up or not showing up to responsibility. Yeah. It's still going to tailor down to the very fucking breath. And this is not going to be to the liking of human, because human wants to have their hand held a lot of times, more often than not, when it comes to emotional suffrage, all right? At least when it comes to the journey of, recovery. It's very important for feminine energy to feel validated, complimented, assured, and safe, and protected, and yada, 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 yada. But some of y'all have met strong feminine energies, and strong feminine energies is your fucking kryptonite. So I don't think feminine requires much of anything, okay, besides herself. And she's bringing that more into full disclosure and full disclosure, and however far and wide she can scream her she energy while she's fucking it up with all the way that he could. You're hearing this, okay? You're hearing this. Sure. I know some of y'all have not heard it. That's not to throw shade. It just is. All right, so the star card. The bottom of the deck, mind you, was the King of Pentacles. I know it's gone now. But the King of Pentacles, I'm reminded here for a reason. King of Pentacles is staple-ish. Okay? Staple-ish to show up as that mask. It's a story. All right, hold on. The King of Pentacles is what triggered me to tell you the whole shit about, like, feminine energy, needing to roar and all that shit at the bottom of the deck. But I didn't show you that card. I forgot to. I didn't really forget to, apparently, when it's gone now. But I was triggered to remember that, oh, shit, I wanted to show you that card because of the card that came out now. What I didn't explain about the King of Pentacles in the dialogue that it perpetuated me to go on to, get it, is that the Queen of Pentacles was the one that was within like an 11-minute dialogue of an intro for your Divine Feminine reading. The Queen of Pentacles was at the bottom of the decks, and it just happened to be in the visual perception, and so I included it as the card to be read, and it was at the bottom of the deck. And here, it was the Queen of Pentacles. But ironically, she energy, I said, was so loud, it's kind of like making sure that he is being delivered. However, do you need to see him as much as he energy has been worshipped? No. So that's why out with the he, in with the real story, which is the queen. I was about to say king. Look at that. It's almost like auto-tune. Terrible. With the Queen of Pentacles. It's like the internal conviction has been indoctrinated to make it sound masculine, and it's really not. Inner conviction is intuition. But, getting y'all to remember is the challenging part. So we're all telling y'all to heal. Heal. Whether you got to heal through your nurses, your doctors, your lawyers, whatever. Choose the path of healing. And then you're like, oh, shit, perception. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah, welcome. All right. Kind of not having it with this reading, where I'm the other one, I'm like, woo. Everything was wild. This one, I'm like, yeah, the masculine energy, it's been around for fucking decades, centuries. Like, it's like so easily to master at this point. And such an easily permissible energy to get lost in and to get a fucking away with murder and hold everyone fucking accountable for bullshit and hold no one actually accountable for the rightful duty of sentencing is ridiculous. So, I mean, if that rings a bell, it might ring a bell because of the structure of biology. The structure of biology is to feel that the feminine energy is the one, yes, to cradle, like, you know, cradle the shit, and then cater to that, you know. However, also the one that if the child over there is doing something naughty, what are you about to do? What are you thinking about doing? I'm watching you. You know, any masculine aspect in desire of femininity is looking for exactly that biological transmission of chemistry. And yes, that's fucking non-gender specific. Yeah. Yeah. It's funny. Ether is tired and bored. Tired and bored. Absolutely tired and bored. All right. 6 of Swords and 8 of Pentacles. So, I mean, how many times in your life do you feel weighted down by life? I mean, apparently this He energy has done a lot of judgments, and those judgments are still like argumentative. And I don't know if it's also then creates a room to have another dialogue, that if that is then the case, that I don't know if it's settled or justified justice, that if justice would ever actually perpetuate it. Is it actually the pursuit of justice, taking care of justice for justice to be in question? Because if justice is in question and it works and it is justifiable and it shows up in that transaction as justice, well, then it solidifies that whatever is in process is justice. So I don't have to worry about that. But if you start seeing a cycle where it's like, yeah, but, it's like you can't just say that that is the system with the and just think that that's permissible. Someone's going to take that whack hammer and be like, kapow. So that kapow is not going to be you, because you are one of the many ants down here, right? You don't have that power. You have the power. You try to pull that trigger, you're going to be right behind it. You're going to be sitting in jail. You're going to be condensed. Do you want that? No. Are you trying to avoid it? Yes. Do you know how to? At times, probably not, because the inner calling of being animalistic and standing for your right to protect, which enter. If you are in the United States of America, that dialogue, that perception of split, of welcome indigenous and welcome the political shit of society and system, is semi-preserved on some sort of something. Like it's something, okay? It's not nothing, and that nothing is something, okay? That's how much of that something it is, okay? Is the Constitution, okay? You have your rights, okay? And those rights are set in line to transactionalize a lot of the gears and the mechanisms that haven't been in place before that time and since that time. That collectively, if you spread that out, though, is not gonna make a lot of sense. They're gonna be like, wait, over here in this state that makes sense, and this doesn't make sense over here. I can do it over here. It's like, yeah, I know. We all know. If you have common sense, you really fucking know. If you have real common sense, you're like, yeah, that's not my sense to invest in, so. And that's where it's the existential crisis coming through, where you're going to have to justify for yourself the shit that's been politicized now, because you've been indoctrinated to make sure that TV somewhere or that phone somewhere with that app somewhere and that remote somewhere, and the click, click, and the boop, boop, and the tap and go shit, boop, boop. It's distracting you so much so from internal evolution of senses. So, you know, if you're going batshit crazy, I mean, okay. You're one of those games that are just spinning out of control. Someone's spinning you and it's just not stopping. I mean, if you want to stop to that, you can maybe lay down. You know, meditate. Go for a walk. Quit that job. Change it. Move. Say I'm sorry. Say hello. Ask how are you. Mean it. And listen. Try something new. Throw that shit out that you don't wear. Ask for help. Lend a hand. I don't know. Practice being human. Yeah, it's a safe space to fucking start. Because everyone, let me tell you something. Everyone's trying to figure that shit. Let me tell you something. A trick of the trade is that everyone's trying to figure that shit out. Everyone, so go ahead, be that, do that, do that, do it, do it. Come here with the goddamn excuses, though. Don't do that. Or do it, do the do. Do the do. Drink your Mountain Dew. Do it. Live your life. Am I supposed to? Is it live your life? Live your life. Live your life. All right? Now, if that includes putting violence onto someone, let me tell you something. That's not living your life. That's playing God of life. You don't get to play God of life. You don't get to say, I end something or I begin something. You don't get to do that. Getting this? Right? There's a difference between someone giving you a plant and the plant giving you a baby and you taking that baby plant and putting it in the fertilization and be like, oh, I'm letting it grow, it's my baby. There's a difference. There's a difference of having a violent act and deciding on your body whether or not you want to carry this baby. It's your sovereign decision of what you're going to grow. You can argue with me, lose me, I don't give a shit. I don't care about the algorithm. Your opinion need not apply. The judgment of true judgment happens internal anyway. You're either going to live to 99 or you're going to die by a heart attack. Coincidences across the street? Who the fuck knows? It's fucked up. The end results. But let me tell you something. The end result is always fucking there. We need to have a very transparent, very visceral reality to this shit. Because the visceral reality is still in present moment in a lot of people's lives with unanswered justice. And that is also not okay. It's not okay. So we're going to have to really get down to the nitty gritty of shit and understand our emotions as human beings in the collective masses, whether you are left or right, whether you like blue or pink, whether you like left, whatever. Why is that so hard? I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. I don't understand. And let me tell you something. I live in New York City. And since I can remember seeing the skyline of New York City, it was this high. I was like, oh, that's where I need to be. And I was right. Let me tell you, in that road of intuition where it's like, oh, shit, I don't know if I'm going to be right or wrong with this shit. It has been right. And a lot of fucking wrongs. But it was right. Because it's not about it being locked. All right? The moment it's locked, it's not secured. It needs to be a flow. Point, however, is that I learned to not pay attention to everything that's happening by the 4x4, but just paying attention to the human cycle of life that I myself is being trained to have awareness to because I'm in my body. If I want to get my cup of coffee, go to the bodega, get your cup of coffee, get your little bagel, you say hi to this guy, say, hey, habibi, assalamu alaikum, hey, what's up? Hola, ¿cómo está? Muy bien, gracias. Ciao. Like, auf Wiedersehen, Gesundheit, mach's gut, tschüssi. Like, there are so many clash cultures and one transaction of what I want, which is breakfast. And then there's a whole fucking phone telling me war happening between this and this. And I'm like, should I feel now guilty that I didn't have where getting my coffee and my bagel? We're forgetting to be human. You can enter all artificial shit. Enter the robots. You know how fucking fun it is to go, oh, that is so fucking fun. If I could have a hologram and be like, oh, yes, and just have everything. Fucking cool! It's fucking cool, but you have to enjoy it from the human species. But you need to with the human species before that shit consumes you. All right, judgment. I mean, that's fucking reading. Let's be fucking honest. Let's be honest, because the judgment is happening within yourself. Catching yourself, your flaws, your guilt, your happiness, your desires, your goals, your past, present, future. Oh, Lord. All right, in the Divine Feminine Energy reading, I was talking about the moon. And the moon comes up, which again is very provocative for how Divine Feminine reading seems to be your shadow for this reading. Okay? And the moon carries its own weight, its own secrets, and its own exploitation towards how pivotal it is and how influential it is to Earth and everything that it impacts. I'm like, what is the word? Okay? Your perception on how it impacts you is also one written in word of tongue in dialogue. All right? However, if you embody it in a different way, as in no dialogue and only with the ritual of the vibration, you'll start having a very interesting cathartic experience, especially now in 2026 and yonder, because feminine energy is Wicca. Let's call it fast. Let's call it loud. Let's call it intrusive. And she will make sure that to meet its energy, that you do not get confused any longer, as my stomach just, that you no longer get confused about what is she and what is he. Like, truly. Whatever universe needs to be created in your present and sleeping yonder will be made very fucking clear on the pursuit to be made clear by you, at least internally and only internally, of what is he and what is she. Period. She gonna make sure that she has a play-by-play and what the fuck goes on in that body of yours. She gonna make sure. She gonna make sure. And we don't give a shit where you are in understanding where she is. Whether you hate women, whether you love women, whether you're heartbroken, whether you're trying to figure it out, whether you whatever, whether you like your sensitive intuition or not. We don't Claire, we don't care. We don't care where she will announce herself within you to accept she energy. Okay? We're just not. She not gonna care. And it's gonna be very made clear within you. Period. So don't worry. Your revelation is not gonna be exposed to anyone else besides maybe me. Me. Yeah. Oh, you're gonna meet she energy when you go to sleep, apparently. Hierophant. Like she says, she's gonna make sure that the influence of however you want to make claim of he energy being the stranglehold and the fucking center pole and headquarters of your make manifest beyond, middle, during, before, middle, and past, present, future, all that shit, she's gonna take care of the room too. She's gonna show up. Yeah, me too. She's gonna be like, yeah, he, she. She's gonna be me. She's gonna make sure. She's just gonna make sure. All right. She's gonna make sure in either in a friend, a girl that never goes away. Specific gender wise, motherly issues, trauma issues with mother. Yeah, she energy. Like yes, she problem. Continue coming back to me and figure this shit out because we're gonna have to make sure that she is very real. You're getting this. You're feeling me. You feel me? If you have a terrible relationship, or you're trying to figure it out, she's not going back down. She ain't going back down. She ain't going back down until she gets what she wants. And if you're gonna surrender into getting what she needs, you're not going to win. Meaning you're not going to be on the receiving end of a compromisable relationship. Do you understand? Because she's codependent. You feel me? I don't know if y'all feel me. I don't know if y'all hearing. Do you understand who she is now? Do you understand? You get it? I don't know if y'all get it. Divine masculine's like, nah, I get it. I've been gotten it. Yeah. So I've been trying to say this whole entire time, but no one wants to listen. No one wants to listen. I get it. Sevens, I hear you. I got lost sometimes, but I think, nah, I get it. The Knight of Pentacles. It's like, nah. I get it. Good. Oh, Lord. Oh, man. Divine Masculine, you are pivotal in teaching permissible fluidity of Divine Feminine. However, if you're going to want to not rage wars, I would highly have you practice your own Divine Femininity. Okay? Let's just do that. Because if you practice your own Divine Femininity, you look at that, you're going to transmit receptors and neurotransmitters and energy to, oh my God, a feminine energy around you. And it's like, oh my God, an energy that we can like actually do something with. And oh my goodness. Because it's the masculine, feminine, it's a no. Feminine, though, you're giving me validity, you're telling me what I want, you're telling me, you can make me, you feel me? I don't know if you're feeling me. I'm like, no, I get it. No, Seven, I get it. I've been trying to get it. I've been trying to tell people this, but no one's listening to me. No one's listening to me. Seventh, I know. I get it. I'm still creating new dialogue. I'm still learning. Letting go. Come on, divine masculine. Let's go. Woo, the devil energy. Listen. Whoa. Crazy. All right, hold up. What? Okay. Listen. Divine masculine, there are no fucking excuses. All right? There's no muscle Monday. If you admitted to the Knight of Pentacles energy that, yeah, I get it. That vibe, if you had that vibe anywhere, if one cell of your body was like, you are encapsulated with so much understanding in looking around you and be like, damn, we owe feminine energy a lot. Like, oh shit, we gotta put, oh shit. If you want to be triggered into that kind of like understanding, it's we owe them forgiveness, we owe them whatever. Yeah. But you're looking at that and you're like, oh yeah, we do. Yeah. And if we're there, good on you. If you're still on the fence, I'm not worried. Oh, shit. Okay? Because, let me tell you something. Bastet in this channel, at least at minimum, is going to take care of the maximum. Okay? And the maximum, not caring how much you know about it, how much you're going to, whatever. Opinion need not apply is my point here. She's going to be the ruler of all that because she is the queen of motherhood, all right? She's the queen of she energy, all right? She is the backbone of what you're trying to figure out and what we owe energy to. Whether you call that forgiveness, mercy, attention, whatever the fuck it is. But it sure as hell is acknowledgement that we sure as hell owe her. So, that's my divine devil energy is here, because to reach that type of resonancy is to have met a relationship with divinity and to understand you are on the spectrum of rather than a job well done. So that is your own shadow aspect of your own shit to make and keep control of. You can't blame that on anyone else but yourself. Okay? No one. Just you. All of that. The pains and tribulations of all the multitudes of thoughts and excuses and reasons, yes, still all you, because they're coming from you. They're being created by you. They're being transmitted by you. They're being filtered out and been brought to your attention. You are a witness to the dialogue that's happening in your brain. You are a witness to the shit that you're not showing up to. You are a witness of what you're either paying attention to or not. Period. Period. You're not gonna like it, but it's a period. It's you. And that's you too. And I'm being told, yep, that is it. All right. With that being said, I'm wishing you a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are in this ether of time and space, and may you keep flowing, growing, and glowing. Take care.